Well, I've just been chilling playing some WWE 2K22 and I've really been enjoying myself. Playing DBD constantly, full time on stream, does eventually get to you. Just with the way it feels right now, playing it day in, day out, it just feels like sometimes more of a chore than actual fun. So, you know, I thought I'd check the news today, talk to some people, I got some information thrown to me. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? MrGimms back again for another GimmsRant. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Yeah, so as I said, I've been playing some WWE 2K22, absolutely loving it. You should come and check it out if you are a wrestling fan. I stream at 7 p.m. till late over on Twitch. Links are in the description. But to get to DBD, because that's what we mostly cover with GimmsRant, definitely, I want to talk about a few tweets, a couple of things going wrong within the game, and, you know, a lot of other content creators have covered this already, but I figure I'd chuck in my 2 cents, as it were. Basically, there was an exploit earlier. I think it was mostly over the weekend. As we know, behavior doesn't work on the weekends, as for the, you know, a lot of companies. That's, you know, I had this thrown at me as sort of a put down. It's like, oh my God, behavior doesn't work on the weekends. Most businesses don't. It's a Monday to Friday gig, so this doesn't come as much of a surprise to me, or of a, ooh, F you behavior. Doesn't really come to a surprise. But anyway, when things do happen over the weekend, it happens on the weekend, and there's nothing they can do about it, I guess. So there was sort of a wall hack glitch where basically pairing things like, I think it was Blood Pact and Object of Obsession would enable you to essentially see the killer for the entire match. The killer's aura, anyway, which is, you know, some good information. Anyway, they managed to lock it down with the kill switch just about, I don't know how many hours ago, earlier today, and now you can no longer use this for now. That kill switch is a really effective tool. Basically, it just means even while there's a live rollout of the game, they can just switch it off, turn it off, disable it. You all remember the nurse being disabled for a few months? That's all. That's a kill switch. But yeah, just more bugs, the normal thing. I don't know why everyone's sort of like surprised by this by now. I mean, we're 6 years in and these kinds of things happen. You know, I'm glad that they fixed it as soon as they were available to fix it. So you got to give them credit where it's due. You know, they're away for the weekend, but you know, at the same time, shit. That spaghetti code, it just comes up and gets you. It goes away and then it comes back. Get them to the Greek reference. But anyway, let's talk about some other things on top of that. I received a little bit of flack from one of my GimmsRant videos recently where I said, oh, the player base is going down. Statistically, of course, it is going down. Since Resident Evil chapter onwards, it's gone down. I've had a lot of people call me out saying, oh, you chose your times perfectly. I had one guy say, oh, I find it funny that you chose just the last, you know, year or the last 8 months and not when business was booming back in 2016 or 17 or whatever it was. And I was like, what are you trying to say? And he was like, oh, I'm trying to say that it was doing really well then, but you didn't cover that. And then I said, well, the video wasn't about that. The video was about the downfall as of recent play the last year. If I was talking about that, then yeah, I would have agreed with you. Business was booming. Really stupid comment. But let's talk about things that they're doing to get the player base back up. And let's also evaluate the Ringu chapter and how well it did. But anyway, going on Dead by Daylight recent tweets, don't own the game, please. It doesn't say please, but you know, it may as well. Please play for free this weekend. We're dying to show you this new tape we found. Play for a free period, ends March 14th. So this is something that's already happened. It's come and gone. Weekend, you know, I worked all weekend, so, and I own the game. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, free weekend given away on all platforms, by the way. Is Switch there? God, Switch, man. They just get left out there. Oh my God, Stadia's there. Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah, throwing away some free copies there just to play for free, try it out, get those numbers up. Stay on that point. Getting those numbers up. Let's go to the next point. Blood points. Heaps of them. The curse continues, but you've made it this far. We thought we'd celebrate your survival. We're celebrating that now? I guess the survivor rate is up more. It's in skill-based matchmaking, so... Roasted? Nah, I'll leave it. With some blood points and iridescent shards. And yeah, boy, damn, they have piled up the iridescent shards. This is actually, it's a good and a bad thing, but we'll get to it. from March 14th to March 19th, get 70,000 blood points and 170 shards every day you log in. That is a large amount of blood points and iridescent shards when you put it over that period. And it seems they're more willing to throw away shards now than they ever had. I wonder why that is. Can anyone guess before I show it? That's right. Let's go to Ringu chapter and let's see if it's helped the player base, the average player count on Steam. Because remember, we can only account for Steam. All right, let's have a look. Last 30 days, it is in fact dropped again. I'm talking about there is a brand new chapter. This is 1 week after the fact, and they're actually dropped 1,142 players. Holy shit. It did peak at 53,000 rather than 52 since the last month, February 22. However, in the last 30 days, it has in fact dropped players. Now, you would expect the average number of players to go up quite a bit to log on and play the new killer, or, you know, play the new survivor or play against Sudoku, whichever way you like it. But it hasn't moved the needle at all, but it's moved it down as well, which is, you know, 1,000's 1,000. It's not a super big deal, but it is still a big deal considering it's a, you know, a pretty formidable license. Which definitely brings me to the point that I think we found the elephant in the room finally. I think we know the one thing that, despite if they love the game, they're enjoying the game for whatever reason, but they can't seem to get away, that one niggling thing that just ruins their experience every time, it's skill-based matchmaking. Because it can't be like, it can't be the DLCs. The content, statistically speaking, the last couple have been really good, as well as add-ons of like removing stretched res from the native game. I understand you can do it through NVIDIA and stuff like that. I've looked into it, but you know, you've had the Ringu, which is, you know, a pretty well-respected license. I didn't really know too much about it, but since playing it, I've been really enjoying it. Then they had what? The Artist, which I would definitely consider a strong killer. I'm seeing a lot of C tier being thrown around lately, which is really odd to me, but that's my opinion or whatever. And then we've had Pinhead, which again, a massive license. You know, Doug Bradley coming back for the voice after the fact as well. You would have thought would have sort of escalated some players, but again, not really any sort of needle moving. And this is a real shame. This is a real shame to see like that they're actually actively doing things to make the game better, make the game more interesting. Some of the perks that have come out from these chapters are really good, albeit there's definitely some annoying boon perks laced up in there, but you know, still they're trying to change things up. They've tried to bring back the hit and run sort of technique with the Ringu, while at the same time not really understanding that their game at the top level, at least, well, yeah, it's sort of trickling down as well, is it's not a hit and run game anymore. It's just not, just with that, you know, that circle of healing boon and survivor friends and all that normal stuff that everyone whinges about, all that in there, and it's just, it's not enough. And what makes it worse, what amplifies those problems, those innate problems within the game, is skill-based matchmaking. And again, it's just, for me personally, I have to say, it is an egocentrical, back-patting, maniacal, bad call after bad call by behavior. And if I were them, I would just take the loss, go home, lick your wounds, and get back on the horse. I think the days of skill-based matchmaking has ruined your game enough. I think you guys have lost a lot of momentum and a lot of steam. And I think personally, you guys are really hoping, and almost, I think because of your ego at times, guaranteeing that you're going to bring the player base back with the latest chapter, which, you know, looks like it might be FNAF with that spoiler if you guys saw it on DBD Mobile's Twitter page. Bloody hell, if it was FNAF, I'd be so happy. But yeah, I just don't think it's enough. I just don't think it's enough. With a couple of good DLC, some good decisions on your behalf, overall will not overturn that really horrible decision of skill-based matchmaking. And I've said it before, you guys know that there's certain things you got to tick off before you do skill-based matchmaking. I've done plenty of videos on it. You can go back through GimmsRant if you like and have a look for yourself. But I've detailed them, and you guys followed 0 steps to get to skill-based matchmaking. Optimization, a clear win condition, and game balance. Just 3 things gone straight to skill-based matchmaking. It doesn't fit in your game now. It never fit in your game back then. I don't know why you guys can't just admit that. It has to go down to ego. It just has to. To me now, that's all I can think of. That's all my small brain can think of. What do you guys think? What? It's not. It's harming the game. It's really weird. So yeah, basically to talk about the blood points and the iridescent shards, logging in every single day, I think it's just their way of trying to get those numbers up on Steam, because they do in fact account for those numbers. Even if you just log in for 20 seconds, get your blood points, get your iridescent shards, that puts them in for 1 view count, 1 visit count for the day. And I think it's just an attempt. And we'll be checking the Steam charts further to see if that actually has sort of moved the needle a couple of thousand on that day, especially the first day, and especially over those 4 days. I think it is 14th and 18th, maybe. I don't know. But I want to know what you guys think. Ultimately, I think the elephant in the room is skill-based matchmaking. I don't think no matter what you do now, it's going to go back to people are fed up with skill-based matchmaking. No one asked for it. It was a completely behavior creation put into this game, opinion, survey after survey, test after test. You asked your audience as if like we, had a say in it at all, and we all said no. The majority said no, and you guys chose to do it anyway. So I just think, I just think you guys don't really care, and I've tried to make this GimmsRant as like unbiased as possible to try to cut it right down the middle, but for all your chapters recently, for all the things you've created and put in this game, thank you. I think they're great. But that skill-based matchmaking is just, it's killing you. It's killing your company. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard admitting you're wrong, but you're losing money in the end. So I don't know. It's up to you. But anyway, guys, as always, let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on this channel if you want to stay up to date with DBD news and other things. I am considering making a wrestling channel. That's how much I'm enjoying WWE 2K22 right now. But if you want to stay up to date with all those things, and you want to get notifications and find out when I'm streaming, please do that. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you in the stream right now. Come on. Click the link in the description. Come say hi. Anyway, guys, have a great day. See you later.